こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we are studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. I'm going to continue with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
ねえ、お兄ちゃんのテストはうまくいったの？
まあまあ。
悔しい！私一箇所間違えちゃった。
一箇所だけうまくいったの間違いじゃないのか？
違うもん。
間違うのは恥ずかしいことじゃないよ。でもテストは終わってもできなかったところはちゃんと復習しておこうね。
はーい。
ゲームのsomething. 音楽 music. Yeah, that's right. It's ongaku is made from the kanji for fun and the kanji for sound. So music is fun plus sound. Ongaku. Here you can see it in the word tanoshi. Okay, so Gamer no ongaku to fue no inso. Fue, that's flute. And then inso should be performance, yeah, inso. Musical performance. So game music and a flute performance. Or basically playing the flute.
復習しておこうね。
はーい。
Let's see. Bosu wo taoshita. Bosu wo taoshita. Something. That's like naka or chew in the front. One of those pronunciations. Naka. That'll give the kanji all the same. Bosu. Or taoshita. So yes, as I figured it'd be chew pronunciation. Chew bosu. Mini boss. Oh, the middle boss, aka mini boss. Sub boss, mid boss, okay. Oh, Tashta. Probably is Tasu. To add. To take care of. E.g. one's business. Taushta. There you go. Oh, Tausu. Oh, transitive. To kill, to defeat, to beat, to overthrow, to trip, to leave unpaid. Okay, to do completely, thoroughly. To throw down, to bring down. Yeah, this is knocking something down. You defeated or knocked down the mini boss. So Chubosu o Tosta, which is from Tosu. And let's see, that's Tatakao attack, Maho magic, Dogu, tool implement, Utensil, yeah, basically the command for using items. Dogu. It's made from the kanji of roadway, street, district, journey, course, more teachings, tools, utensil, means, process, ingredients. Hyogyo. Defense, safeguard, protection. Yeah, that's coming from the older games that essentially you could have one character protect another character and block the damage from attacks, and then at Nigeru run or flee. So Tatakao, Maho, Dogu, Bogyo. Yeah, what's the kanji for Byogyo? Ward off, defend, protect, resist, and honorable, manipulate, govern. Okay. Honorable, protect, I guess.
今日はちゃんとセーブせなな。セーブセーブと。やったで。今日はちゃんとセーブせなな。
あ、今日はちゃんとセーブセーブせなな。Let's see. セブと今日はちゃんとセーブせなな、セーブと
やったで。今日はちゃんとセーブせなな。セーブセーブと。
Find the grammar of this is Kansai Ben. Oh, any questions so far? Okay. So let's see. The core phrase sena, which is the Kansai equivalent to the standard Japanese shinakereba or shinaito. In standard Japanese, most do is expressed as shinakereba or casually shinaito. Okay, so standard Japanese, seibu shinakereba, which is, that in itself is actually short for like seibu shinakereba ikimasen. Okay, so then, or seibu shinaito, which is like saying if I don't save, then blah 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 will happen, which implies that I have to save. Or with not saving is probably the best way to think it. With this, since to is an exclusive, and that means only this can possibly happen essentially, which is why it's used in warnings. If so, seibu shinaito. So Kansai says seibu sena. The verb suru, to do, conjugates to se in this context, followed by na, which is a contraction of nakereba or naito. It implies if you don't save, it will be bad. Factor meaning you must save. So the verb suru conjugates to se, followed by no, na, which is a contraction of nakereba or naito. So if you don't, okay, so if you don't do, or with not doing, essentially meaning the same thing. Emphatic repeated. Okay, the extra na at the end of se na na serves as an emphatic particle or rhythmic extension common in casual Kansai speech. It adds the urgency or strong emotional tone similar to saying you really gotta save, or it can function as a second agreement particle like ne in standard Japanese, implying you gotta save, right? Okay, the repetition of seibu seibuto. Repeating as seibu or save emphasizes the accent. The particle to here likely acts as a quotative marker to indicate the context of the thought or urgency. It implies the speaker is thinking of saving nothing but, okay, of thinking and saying nothing but save, save. Alternatively, it could be a trailing off phrase like save, save, and so on, indicating a continuous need to save. So I think it's the first one, quotative. So first translation. So, 今日はちゃんとセーブせなな、セーブセーブと. So, as for today, uh, if I don't properly save, or in other words, I have to properly save, and then seibu seibu to. Just thinking about save, save. Okay, so. 今日はちゃんとセーブせなな、セーブセブと。
やったで今日はちゃんとセーブせななセーブと。やったーねえねえキョロちゃん聞いた？
やったねえねえ、キロちゃん、聞いた ?So, I did it. Hey, Kiro-chan, did you hear it?
やったーねえねえキョロちゃん聞いた？笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？やったーねえねえキョロちゃん聞いた？笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？
笛のテスト終わったんちゃうんか? Uh, uh, isn't the flute test already over? Or haven't you already taken the flute test? So, fue no testo oat tan chaun ka?
ねえねえキョロちゃん聞いた？笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？でも今日できなかったとこ復習しておこうねって。キョロちゃん聞いた？笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？
でも、今日で、今日できなかった、とこ、
キョロちゃん聞いた？笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？でも今日できなかったとこ復習して
復習しておこうねって。So, yes, but, let's see. Oh, yeah, this word fukushu, shite, oh, okay, so, yes, but, let's see, today, not a, not able to do, was not able to do it place. And, let's see, and, oh, that's, okay, I see, that's not toko as in tokoro, that's a to particle followed by a go in front of, fukushu. So, yes, but was not able to do it today, and go fukushu, so reviewing, and then this is from oku, so to put it into place, so, but since it's in the evolutional form, it's like, not it's more like putting into place the idea of reviewing materials. So, and then this is sute, so the quoting of what someone was saying. So, essentially, someone said, if you're not able to do it today, not able to do it today, you need to go and practice and review your material. So that's okay. So she's basically just saying the quote. So, demo kyo dekinakatta to go fukushu shite okou ne て、でも今日できなかったとご復習しておこうねって。ご復習。ご復習しておこうねって。
笛のテスト終わったんじゃうんか？でも今日できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。
Okay, お父さんが now she's finally saying who said that quote or said that statement. So instead of this is very common in which you say the meat of the substance first in Japanese, and then you put the references afterwards when they sometimes invert sentence order. So instead of saying Dad said blah blah blah, she's doing said blah 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 from Dad, and then said whose it was from. So otosan ga.
でも今日できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。さすがお父はんやな、ええこと言わはる。復習しておこうねってお父さんが。
さすがお父はんやな。えことそうえこと言わはるそう as expected that's as expected your father let's see 言わはる let's see こと is a good thing non-physical thing, of course, which is why they're talking about a statement, since it's a non-physical thing. Then Iwaharu. Explain the grammar of let's see, Sasuga is a fukushi or adverb. It could also be a keiyo doshi or an adjective. Let's see, as one would expect, that's still all the same after all, even. As in even a genius. Okay, so let's see. The action being praised, koto iwaru. Okay. Iwaharu. It's iwaru. Honorific form of the verb iu. In Kansai dialect, the honorific stem is often haru. So iwaharu means said respectfully. Wait, but instead of using the E stem, they attach it to the A stem with their honorifics. Iwaharu. So this is like EU in Tokyo Ben would be imasu, but in Kansai Ben, EU is iwaharu. Explain the honorific stem in Kansai Ben. Is this like mas? Is okay. It's similar to mas in that both add politeness, but they differ significantly in function, conjugation, and nuance. Mas is the polite auxiliary verb teinego. It raises a level of politeness towards the listener. It does not inherently show respect to the subject of the sentence. So ikimasu, I, he, she goes. Okay. Haru. This is the honorific auxiliary. Sankeigo. It raises the status of the subject, the person doing the action. It implies respect for the act. Okay. It raises the status of the subject, the person doing the action. It implies respect for the person acting, not the listener. Ikaharu. He, she, respected person goes. Conjugation difference. Okay. Okay, you asked if it attaches like the masu. The answer depends on the region within Kansai, as there are two distinct patterns. Osaka style, similar to mas. In Osaka and the surrounding areas, haru attaches to the masu stem, just like you'd expect. Okay. Iu, haru. Kaku, kaki haru. Kyoto, different from Kyoto style, okay. Different from masu in Kyoto. Haru often pronounces yaharu for vowel verbs, typically attaches to the A stem, mizen K, which is the same stem used for negative form nai. Iwa, haru. Iku, ika haru. Nuance and use. It's polite at this level. Masu is a formal and standard. Haru is semi-formal. It is polite but softer and less rigid than masu. It is often used in casual conversation among families or neighbors to show respect without being distant. You can combine them for extra politeness. Harimasu. I harimasu Osaka or Iwa harimasu Kyoto. Scope. In Kyoto, haru is used so frequently it can apply to family members, pets, or even the weather, losing some of its strict honorific force and acting more as a general polite marker. In Osaka, it retains a stronger sense of respect for the subject. Interesting. So, in the series, he says he picked up his accent in Osaka, but he's conjugating it in the Kyoto way of conjugating haru. And he seems to be using it in the Osaka way, though. Let's listen again what he says.
できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。さすがお父はんやな。ええこと言わはる。
Yeah, he says iwaharu.
でも今日できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。
さすがお父はんやな。ええこと言わはる. As expected, your father says good things. Sasuga otohan yana e koto iwaharu.
できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。さすがお父はんやな。ええこと言わはる。明日も学校で練習しよっと。お父さんが。さすがお父はんやな。ええこと言わはる。
明日も 学校で練習しょと So tomorrow also tomorrow also at school let's see set your mind to practicing. So but then why is it suto? Because usually if it's sute but or just to, but why suto? Explain the grammar of this. Why is it suto? See, I think I'll practice at school tomorrow, or I'm going to practice at school tomorrow. So, tomorrow also, 学校で at school, 練習 practice, しよう the evolutional form of sudo to do it expresses intention, let's do or will do, suto, casual contraction of to, okay. Suto at the end of the sentence is a colloquial contraction of the quotative particle to. In formal grammar, the structural evolutional form plus to plus a mo, or evolutional form plus to plus sudo. Full form rensho to mo, renshu sho to sudo. In casual spoken Japanese, the verb omo or sudo is often dropped entirely, leaving just the particle to. When to follows a vowel sound like o in shio, it is frequently geminated, doubled in pronunciation to suto for a snappier, more decisive and cute sound. Therefore, shoto is effectively short for shoto omoteiru or shoto suru. When to follows a vowel sound like o in shio, it is frequently geminated or doubled in the pronunciation to the suto. Okay. Nuance and usage. Using suto instead of the full sentence adds specific nuance. Casualness. Okay. It is very informal, typically used in conversations with friends, families, or internal monologue. Lighthearted decision. It conveys a sense of making a quick like or spontaneous decision. It sounds softer and less rigid than declaring I would do it. Self-encouragement. When used as a monologue, as Sakura likely is, it acts as a way to psych oneself up or confirm a plan cheerfully. If a character said renshu shimasu, it would sound like a firm declaration of promise. By saying renshu shoto, she is expressing a personal resolution in a relaxed manner. Why is it not sute or just to? Konnichiwa, Kinba-gon. Genki desu ka? How are you? Let's see, Iwaharu koto iwaharu equals koto iwate kuremasu. Thank you for that, OC. Genki desu yo. It's good to hear. Yeah, well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's see. Okay, the answer to that other question I was asking this. So, why not just to? Grammatically, to is correct standard particle. Okay, full form. Rinshu shio to omo. Why change it in casual speech? Leaving it as just to after a long vowel like o in shio can sound slightly abrupt or unfinished if the following verb omo is dropped completely. The shift. Okay, the speakers often geminate double the consonant to suto to create a glottal stop. This adds a snappy, decisive, or cute rhythm to the sentence, signaling that the thought is complete even without the final verb. It turns a trailing thought into a firm little resolution. Why not sute? It is generally grammatically incorrect in this specific structure because of the verb form used. Volutional form o or yo always pairs with to or the contracted tsuto. So correct iko to suru. It's changed to ikoto. Incorrect ikote. Okay, so the dictionary plain form of u or ru pairs with the sute when quoting or defining. So correct ikute ita. He's going to say. Oh, he said he's going. Okay, yeah. Ikute koto, also correct. Does that mean you're good? Wait, how does that mean? Does that mean you're good? You're quoting iku, going thing. The difference, yo plus suto expresses the internal intention or self-decision. I think I'll do X. In short, yo to shiteiru. I'm about to or intending to. The ru plus sute expresses quotation, X said or topic definition. If you said renshote, it would sound like you are quoting someone else. Someone said, let's practice, or asking for confirmation. Did you say let's practice? Rather than stating your own gentle resolution. Wait. Let's see. Does sute tend to imply the dropped verb is you and suto tend to imply the dropped verb is suru. See, yes, your intuition is exactly correct. The choice of suto and sute strongly signals the verb being omitted. Okay, suto implies omo or suru. When attached to the volutional form, suto is a contraction of the particle to followed by a dropped verb of intention or decision. So volitional plus to plus amo, to think, or sudo, to decide. Drop verb omitted, I'll think or I'll decide it, okay? Sute implies EU. When attached to the plain dictionary form, sute is a casual contraction of the quotative particle followed by the dropped verb of speaking. So plain form plus to plus EU. The verb is omitted, leaving sute. Someone said that, or it is said that. So rinshu shyoto, I think I'll practice intention, whereas rinshu suruto, okay, rinshu surute would mean someone said they will practice. Let's see. Is it more accurate to say that suto is used for volitional, whether the no matter what the verb on the end is, and sute is used for dictionary and other endings, regardless of the dropped verb. Yes, that is highly accurate and a practical way to understand the distinction. The choice between suto and sute is primarily determined by the verb form preceding it, which is turn signals the omitted verb. Okay. Then is it possible to determine the dropped verb from the choice of sute or suto if it only comes from whether it is volitional or not. Or volitional or not, okay. Yes, it is possible and reliable to determine the drop verb solely based on whether the preceding verb is volitional or plain dictionary form. The choice between suto and sute is strictly governed by the verb form that precedes it, which acts as a key to the omitted verb. Preceding form, okay, must be volitional. Iko, sho, and tabeyo. Drop verb almost always omo, to think, or sudo, to decide. Expresses the speaker's internal intent. Okay. Yeah, it expresses the speaker's internal intention or resolution. The logic structure volitional plus to plus a mo is the standard way to say I intend to. Okay. When shortened with the particle to becomes suto and emphasizes for emphasis or cuteness, and the verbal mo is dropped. Okay. Plain dictionary form. Okay, proceeding must be plain dictionary. Almost always iu to say or kiku to hear, or sometimes a mo when stating a fact or opinion, not an intention. Expresses quotation, hearsay, and topic definition. Logic structure, plain form plus to plus eu is the standard way to report speech. In casual, to becomes sute and eu is dropped. So ikute and ikutoiu. It is grammatically impossible for this to express the speaker's own immediate action. Okay, it is grammatically impossible for this to express the speaker's own immediate intention to act, volition, the same way yo does. Okay, so essentially they're saying, yes, you can use suto and sute to determine the drop verb on the end, but that's only because you tend to only use volitional with omo and sudo. So if the ending is volitional at all, then you're going to be using omo or sudo anyway, and those two just go together. Just like if you're using dictionary form, you tend to use it in statements that are used with to say. Hence why the sute is always used in said or here kind of statements. Konnichiwa, Varda Elentari. Genki desu ka? How are you? Let's see. Kinban gon wa tabeyoto to imashita, or Kinban gon said. Or actually, using this lesson we just read through, it would be like Kinban gon wa tabe yotote, yotote, yeah. So Kinban gon wa tabe yotote, or essentially Kinban gon said tabe yoto. So 明日も学校で練習しようと明日も明日も学校で練習と、明日も学校で練習しようと。
でも今日できなかったとこ復習しておこうねってお父さんが。さすがお父はんやな、ええこと言わはる。明日も学校で練習しよっと。よっしゃ、明日こそ最終面や。
よし、明日こそ最後。I know this is like the chapter in a video game, Psycho something, but the final chapter. Psycho Man, okay, yeah. koso. It, okay. It. Oh, that's right. Koso sort of acts like ga, but it's like stronger emphasis than ga. So it is that precisely. Okay. See, although, wow, in that case, but yeah, the most common way you hear koso is like kochita koso when someone thanks you, and you're more like, no, I should be the one to thank you. See, not at all, not in this slide. Okay, it's precisely because. Now, why is koso being used here, though? Let's see, definitely in particular, for sure. Okay, instead of saying I see, so instead of saying as for tomorrow, you're saying absolutely, definitely tomorrow. And then his statement, our to be final chapter. In other words, he's going to play the final chapter of the game. So, and then Yosha is like alrighty, I guess in this case, like basically a hype up's like, yes, I'm gonna go and do this kind of thing. Yosha. So, Yosha, ashita koso saigo menya.
明日も学校で練習しよっと。よっしゃ、明日こそ最終面や。
Toki no something no oto. I noticed I use that expression for this, but that's not the sound being played. You could say it's the hand making noise, but it's not the kind of noise people think about when they think clock hands making noise. See, hari. Toki no hari no oto, or clock hand noise. Na ahona. See, wait, isn't aho idiot? Oh, maybe he's trying to say like this is stupid or something like that. Na ahona. Explain the grammar of this. Let's see. What a load of crap. Yeah, that means the same thing about like this is stupid, yeah. The phrase aho na consists okay. Aho meaning fool, idiot combined with na particle, which functions as a nominal form of the copula da. In Japanese grammar, na adjectives, noun-like adjectives, require the na when they modify a following now. Therefore, aho na acts as an adjective meaning foolish or stupid, used to describe, let's see, a foolish decision, okay? Or, okay, it is not a standalone sentence ending in this context, but rather a modifier that precedes, okay. The related grammatical structure, nanda, or nandas, is different. It combines, wait, there's no nanda. See, this is kansai ben. The phrase na ahona, often written as nanya ahona or nanya ne or ahona, is a quintessential expression in concept in the dialect of the Kansai region includes Osaka, Kyoto, and Kobe. Okay. In concept, n often functions as a contraction of no or mono, acting as a normalizer or explanatory particle. However, in this specific phrase, na, it is a frequent contraction of non, which itself is a contraction of nani. So, okay, the non here acts as a sentence, okay, the copular non, okay, here acts as a sentence ending particle of the form copular da, used for emphasis or assertion in dialect. So, standard Japanese nanda or nanida, what is it? Kansai ben nanya or nanya nen. The specific form na, this is often a slowed or rapid pronunciation of nanya or nani plus non, expressing a rhetorical question or strong emotion like what the or why. Aho na. Okay, the Kansai word for fool or idiot, equivalent in standard Japanese to baka. In Kansai culture, aho can be affectionate, lighthearted, whereas baka is often considered harsher. Na, okay, here it functions as a sentence ending particle, seeking agreement or emphasizing the adjectives similar to isn't it or you know, can also be the attributive form of the noun form if a noun follows it. So aho nahito. But as a standalone exclamation, it emphasizes the state of being foolishness. Let's see, could this sentence be reversed so the not on the end is for the na that is before it. Thus it is attributive. Okay, no, the sentence cannot be reversed grammatically in that way. The na at the end cannot function as an attributive marker for na at the beginning. Okay, here it is, the grammatical breakdown, okay? First, two instances of non-served, completely different, mutually exclusive grammatical roles. First, na and na. This is part of a rhetorical phrase, na, a contraction of nanya, or nani plus copula. It functions as an interjection or standalone rhetorical question meaning what or why. It does not modify. Okay, now it sets second na at the end. This is a sentence ending particle specific to kansai ben, equivalent to ne or da. Okay, it marks the end of the statement, emphasizes an emphasis. Wait, it can't be the sentence. You just said earlier that aho requires Yeah, it's a Kyodoshi, so this has to be the na. Attribute of na. Okay, so I think it's wrong on that part. See, in Japanese grammar, the attribute of na, the one that links a na adjective to noun must immediately precede the noun it follows. Okay, so let's see. Placing the attribute of na at the very end of the sentence with no following noun renders it grammatically void as a connector. If the na at the end were intended to be attributive, the listener would be left waiting for a noun that never arrives. Okay, so in other words, we're saying that na is the ending particle na and not related to the kyodoshi na. But wait, I thought you couldn't end. Wait, could this be short for na aho naya? Since an attributive na needs something after it. No, nya aho na is not shortened from na aho naya. The final na is not an attributive marker waiting for a noun. Your intuition that the attributive na requires following a noun is correct. However, the na at the end of this phrase is not attributive. It is a sentence ending particle. So, essentially, okay, they're basically saying, he's saying what, and then this is stupid or this is foolish. So unna, ahona, and unna is a short way in Kansai Ben for saying nanya. So unna, ahona. Let's see. Oh, let's see. King Bagon wa okay. Sona shorter version. Na. Toimashita. Oh, so you're saying unna is not short for Nanya, but it's short for Sona? Is that understanding correct? Sona ahona. Okay, so in other words, okay, so that means the sentence is more like saying that kind of thing is foolish or stupid. So he just dropped the so at the beginning of his statement. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Though, is the other thing that it was describing accurate? Is the na at the end of aho the sentence ending particle na and not the attributive na? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I was trying to identify the part of speech that this ending na is, whether it's attributed with ko doshis or whether it's an ending particle similar to ne. Or hmm. Let's see, the more emotional you get, the more that sound disappears. So, na, aho na. Oh, you're referring to the so at the beginning? So, na, aho na.
昨日ちゃんとセーブしといたで。
昨日ちゃんとセーブしといたね、だで. So, yesterday, let's see, しといた. So, しといた is short for しておいた, which comes from the verb oku. So I put in place doing the save essentially. In other words, I made sure to save with intention, and it's in past tense. So yesterday I properly put in place saving, or in other words, yesterday I made sure that I saved. So 昨日ちゃんとセーブしといたで. Okay. Sakura mo mi tota yaro. So let's see. So mi tota is from mite ota, which is past continuous. Mite ota, so mi tota. And then yaro is like daro, so like hey Sakura, you also saw me saving yesterday, right? Didn't you see me saving yesterday? So na Sakura mo mi totta yaro.
昨日ちゃんとセーブしといたで。なあ、さくらも見とったやろ。そうだっけ。今日はなあ、さくらも見とったやろ。そうだっけ。
So dake. So as for that way, and she's using suke at the end because she's implying that she's thinking about it. So dake. Eto kyou wa. So as for that, and then today something else. Okay. So this is going to extend into another sentence. Let's see what it extends to.
なあ、さくらも見とったやろ。そうだっけ。今日はそうだっけ。今日は
That's okurechau, which is short for okurete shimau, or so yeah, I'm going to end up being late. So I'm going to end up being late. So it's basically saying, as for what you said, add to, okay, let's see, today's. So in other words, she's essentially, from what I can tell, going between thinking about what Keto Beresu-kun is saying, and then she's shifting to what she has to do for the today, which is why she's using or eto. And then said today, and then she's going on to think about what she needs to do today, and then it's like, and then she has a realization, oh, I'm going to be late. So, okurechau.
そうだっけ。今日は
Let's see. Seibu shitanya. So, I saved.
なあ、さくらも見とったやろ。そうだっけ。今日はセレブしたんや。行ってきます。なんでやねん、なんでやねん、なんでやねん。なんでやねん。
See, nande, nande, yanen, nande yanen, nande yanen. So, nande, so, what reason, or in other words, why is this happening? Then, and then, yeah, so to be, so to be, why is this happening? And I think, if I remember correctly, this nin. I know nin is sometimes used as the part of a copula, but here we have the copula before it. So maybe this nin's being used in a different way. Let's see. Explain the grammar of. I suspect this nin is being used like a even in stronger emphatic particle, a sentence ending particle. Let's see, nin, a concise sentence ending particle that adds emphasis, explanation, or sense of or it is so. In standard Japanese, that is roughly noda or ndayo. When combined, nande plus ya plus nin becomes nande ya nin, which is the kansai equivalent to the standard Japanese nande dayo or doshite dayo. It is heavily associated with a comedic concept of tsukomi, or the straight man who corrects the funny man's bogue. Okay, consequently, it is often used humorously or jokingly, even by non-Kansai speakers, to call out a friend's absurd statement or behavior in a lighthearted manner. Doesn't nin contain the copula? Why is ya in the sentence? See, Kimba Gon wa real deep Kansai. Everyone around me is just like Kiro-chan Toimashita. Oh, do you live in that area of Japan? The Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe region? Let's see, I live in Osaka. Yeah, so, but yeah, apparently from what I've heard, the Osaka Ben is or Kansai Ben, I should say, is the second most commonly spoken dialect in Japanese. So if you want to learn Japanese, you have to learn both Tokyo Ben and Osaka and Kansai Ben, or else you're gonna miss a lot of what's being said. And there are significant differences from what I've seen. Like my entire knowledge of Kansai Ben pretty much comes from just hearing Keroberesu speak. You are absolutely correct to question this. The grammar non-de yanin is indeed redundant and views strictly as y copula plus copula plus particle because the particle nin itself often includes the function of the copula. Here is the precise breakdown of why ya appears alongside of nin. The particle nin is a contraction of the explanatory no plus the copula da, and the infix particle n, or simply noda. Okay, standard Japanese noda or ndayo, Kansai dialect nin. Because nin already contains the is, am, are, meaning okay, so continuing, let's see. Non-day yanin, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see, because nin already contains the is, am, are, meaning the copula da, adding another copula seems repetitive. The role of ya in Kansai dialect, ya is the direct equivalent to the standard copula da. So, sore wa neko da, that is a cat. Sore wa neko ya, by both. The phrase non-de ya nin is a fixed emphatic idiom. The inclusion of ya serves two main purposes: double emphasis. By stating the copula explicitly as ya and including implicitly the nin, the speaker creates a strong, more rhythmic rejection. It effectively stacks the isness for comedic or argumentative impact. It parallels the standard Japanese emphatic structure, nan-de da-yo, where da is the copula and yo is the particle. Okay. In Kansai, this becomes non-de ya nin. Grammatical bridge. In some analysis, ya acts as a copula connecting the interrogative non-de, treated as a nominal concept, the reason, to the explanatory particles, and then literal phrase, why is it okay. So, conclusion, ya is present to mirror the standard emphatic structure, non-de da-yo. So nande da-yo, providing the rhythmic, forceful beat to the complaint that nande nin alone lacks. It is a case of emphatic redundancy typical of comedic concise speech. So in other words, it sounds like a stronger statement to have another syllable in there because it's more in line with the syllables of nande, dayo, or in this case, nande yanin, nande yanin. It's essentially to make it sound more forceful. Not nande yanin, nande yanin. Nande yanin. Bueno. I'd eventually learn this word. Inso, or musical performance. Inso. It's made from performance and play, music. Fue no inso. Kyo no fue no testo gambarimashou ne. Or as for today's flute test, set your mind to doing your best. Or let's do our best, essentially. It's probably a better way of saying it. As for today's flute test, let's do our best. Or do your best. So, Kyo no fue no testo wa gambarimashou ne. Fue to piano no in so. Do desu ka? Choshi wa, I think she said. Let's see. Choshi, okay, so that's tune, tune, tone, key, pitch, time, rhythm, condition, state, health, shape. Let's see. In the context of getting ready for a flute test, what does this mean? The phrase choshi, okay. The phrase choshi wa do desu ka? It's a polite inquiry asking how are you doing or how is your condition. It is used to check on your physical and mental state before a performance or exam. Specifically, it asks physically ready. Is your breathing good? Are your fingers warm? Mentally prepared? Are you feeling confident or nervous? In good form, is your instrument playing well? Are you in good practice condition? The word choshi refers to one's condition. So in other words, how is your condition is literally what it's asking. Or how are you? Are you good? So, do desu ka? Choshi wa? Kino renshu shita kara. So, well, since I practiced yesterday, or because I practiced yesterday, so kino renshu shita kara.
どうですか調子は昨日練習したからさすがですわそれなら大丈夫ですね昨日練習したからさすがですわ
Sasuga desu wa? Sore nara daijoubu desu ne. So, if it's that, or with, meaning more like with that, or then you'll be fine. Okay, so it's as expected. With that, you'll be fine. That's exactly what I expected. Well, then I guess it'll be fine. Unaji da. Kino to unaji. So it's the same. It's the same as yesterday. Unaji da. Kino to unaji.
さすがですわそれなら大丈夫ですね同じだ昨日と同じねえともよちゃん昨日も笛のテストあったよねねえともよ
ねえともよちゃん昨日も笛のテストあったよね or hey Tomoyo-chan, did we also have a flute test yesterday?
昨日と同じねえともよちゃん昨日も笛のテストあったよねだって昨日笛のテスト終わってお家あったよねだって
昨日笛のテスト終わって So that said, as for yesterday, the flute test ended.
も笛のテストあったよねだって昨日笛のテスト終わってお家でお兄ちゃんたちと乾杯したのよ
Okay. Ochi. Let's see. Ochi de. Oni-chan. tachi to kanpai shita no yo. Uchi. So your own home. So at my house. My brother and others, implying her whole family, I'm guessing. Let's see. Oni-chan, Tachi. Let's see. Brother and others, okay. So with them, we did kanpai, or we celebrated essentially. Cheers, toast, okay. Drink in honor or celebration. So at my house, I chilled with my brothers and others, aka implying her father as well. And so at my house with my family, we celebrated. So this full statement. So date kino fue no testo owatte ouchi de oni-chan tachi to kanpai shita no yo, or from that, or that said, yesterday's flute test ended, and we celebrated at my house with my family. So ouchi de oni-chan tachi to kanpai shita no yo. So let's see, kanpai's kanji comes from drought, dry, drink up, okay, and then counter for cupfuls, wine glass. So drinking and counter for cupfuls, aka celebration.
だって昨日笛のテスト終わってお家でお兄ちゃんたちと乾杯したのよ。さくらちゃん、緊張してらっしゃいます？
Sakura-chan, 緊張してらっしゃいます. So, らっしゃいます is the plight of irashaimasu, a contraction of irashaimasu. So, what's that other verb though?
笛のテスト終わってお家でお兄ちゃんたちと乾杯したのよ。さくらちゃん、緊張してらっしゃいます？
Kinjo, or let's see if I heard that correctly. Yes, kincho. Tension, strain, nervous, stress. Tonus, muscle tone. So it's basically strain or tension or nervousness, stress, okay. Both in the physical sense and the emotional sense. Kincho. And it's made from tense, solid, hard, reliable, tight, and counter for bow strings, stringed instruments, stretched. Okay. Sakura-chan, kincho shite irashaimasu. So, let's see, irasharu is I believe that's a polite way of saying receive. So it's like, is Sakura-chan receiving a lot of stress? Sharu to come, to go, to be doing. So it could be come, go, or doing, but how is it being used in this sentence? Explain the grammar of an honorific auxiliary verb. It is the polite respective form of iru. Let's see. Oh yeah, come, go, and to be doing. Okay, so it could be both iku, kudu. It's a politer way of saying iku, kudu, iru, or suru. And I guess they just know from context what is the correct verb it's representing. Oh, thank you for the raid, Deadshot SV. And thank you for the raid, Varda. Varda Elentati. Okay, so back to this explanation. Oh, if any of you guys coming over from the raids have questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so since this is the iru meaning, or to exist meaning, so she's basically saying, oh, so this is basically continuous form. So is Sakatron continuously under a lot of stress? Or, Sakura-chan, okay, Sakura-chan, kincho shite rashaimasu.
敗したのよ。さくらちゃん、緊張してらっしゃいます？違うの。
Chigao no, it's not that, or it's different. It literally means it's different, but it's like, it's not that essentially. That's what she's saying.
お兄ちゃんたちと乾杯したのよ。さくらちゃん、緊張してらっしゃいます？違うの。
次は木之本さん。はい。木之本さん。
Sugi wa Kinomoto-san. Let's see. Next, Kinomoto-san.
違うの。
次は木之本さん。はい。
さくらちゃん。
Ueto piano no Inso, I think that was. Inso, let's see. Yes, Inso, or yeah, musical performance. So, flute and piano musical performance. Ueto piano no Inso.
本番に強いさくらちゃんですわ。
さすが、本当に、強いさくらちゃんですわ。So, as expected, wait, that's interesting. She used it as a descriptor. She didn't say Sakura-chan is truly strong. She said the truly strong Sakura to be. So it is that. Is there nuance to that? See, as expected, Sakura-chan really shines when it counts. That's what they're translating it as. So, 本当に強いSakuraちゃんですわ。And this, y is Sakura-chan at the end. Actually, y is本当に強い a descriptor talking about the type of Sakura-chan and not after some particle like wa or ga. In the phrase, 本当に強い, the adjective clause acts as a relative modifier for the noun Sakura-chan, functioning similar to the Sakura-chan who is strong in the actual performance. Okay, in Japanese grammar, when an adjective or verb phrase directly precedes a noun to describe it, no particle such as yeah, I know that. Okay, there's no. If you insert a particle like da or wa between. Okay, I didn't understand the question. Wouldn't it be Sakura-chan ga honto ni tsuyoi? Desu wa Sasuga Okay, so wouldn't it be Sasuga Sakura-chan ga honto ni tsuyoi desu wa? Why is it being said as a modifier instead? Your proposed sentence, Sasuga Sakura-chan ga honto ni tsuyoi desu wa, changes the meaning and grammatical structure entirely. Here's why. Difference in focus. Originally, honto ni tsuyoi Sakura-chan, the phrase focuses on identifying a specific trait of Sakura-chan. It translates to Sakura-chan who is strong in actual performances. Okay. The entire phrase acts like a single noun unit describing which Sakura-chan is being talked about, the one known for performing well under pressure. The exclamation Sasuga then praises of this specific attribute. Your version, Sakura-chan ga honto ni tsuyoi. This creates a full clause meaning Sakura-chan is truly strong. If you say Sasuga Sakura-chan honto ni tsuyoi desu wa, it translates to as expected. Sakura-chan is truly strong. While grammatically possible, it sounds like a general observation about her strength rather than a witty comment on her specific ability to handle the real thing. Oh wait, that's not honto, that is... I misread that. Honban. Performance. So at the time of the performance... So, strong at the time of the performance. Okay, so I need to change that question. Let's see. That is an error. I mean to ask, why is it not Sasuga Sakura-chan ga Honban Why is it not? Okay. Honban ni tsuyoi desu wa. The sentence Sasuga Sakura-chan ga Honban ni tsuyoi desu wa is grammatically awkward and changes the intended nuance of how Sasuga interacts with the structures. Sasuga is typically used to validate a reputation or known quality. It most naturally connects to a noun. The person living up to the reputation or noun phrase containing the specific trait. Sasuga plus noun. Let's see. So, Sasuga Sakura-chan. Typical Sakura, that's our Sakura-chan. So, awkward pattern. Sasuga plus full clause with ga. Okay. Let's see. Your version. Sasuga Sakura-chan ga Honban ni tsuyoi. As expected, the fact that Sakura-chan is strong. Okay, when you use ga, you create a standalone clause. Sakura-chan is strong. Placing Sasuga directly before the clause with ga feels disjointed because Sasuga wants to modify the entity Sakura-chan, not the entire statement of fact. So original Honban ni tsuyoi Sakura-chan. This creates a single type noun. The live performance strong Sakura-chan. This sentence effectively says, typical of the live performance strong Sakura-chan. This highlights the specific trait she is famous for. Your version, Sakura-chan ga Honban ni tsuyoi. This separates the subject and the predicate. Sakura-chan is strong in live performance. If you say Sasuga Sakura-chan ga Honban ni tsuyoi desu wa, it sounds like you're saying, as expected, Sakura-chan is strong, which is less idiomatic. The natural way to express that thought would be to split a Sasuga Sakura-chan and then Honban ni tsuyoi desu wa. Typical of Sakura-chan, she is strong live performance. Okay. Grammatical rule, the ha-ga modifier. Even if you wanted to keep the modifier structure but use a particle inside it, note that in relative clauses, a phrase modifying a noun, okay, the subject ga is often replaced with no or omitted entirely if the context is clear. However, the phrase honban ni tsuyoi is the subject is implicitly Sakura-chan, so adding ga inside the modifier Sakura-chan ga honban ni tsuyoi. Okay, never mind. So in other words, all that is basically saying that they want Sasuga to modify the entire phrase and not just the lone noun Sakura-chan. So you're not saying as expected Sakura, you're saying as expected Sakura who does well in when it comes down to the actual performance. Okay, so continuing this. Okay, so Sasuga ga honban ni tsuyoi Sakura-chan desu wa. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sasuga is a fukushi adverb or keiyodoshi. Of
さすが本番に強いさくらちゃんですわ。それはデジャブでは？それは
Tomoyo, okay. それは、デジャvu de wa. So as for that, let's see, as for that deja vu,
本番に強いさくらちゃんですわ。それはデジャブでは？デジャブ？ええ、初めて来たところなのに初めての同じ会話をしたこと初めて来たとデジャブ？ええ、初めて
hajimete, kita tokoro nanoni. So, let's see, this kanji's for to start coming place. No, I think this is the kanji used for the first time. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first time one, not to begin, but the first time one, okay. First came place. Okay, so even though it is my first time there. Okay, so first time coming place, so it even, and then no need, so even though this is my first time, so hajimete kita tokoro nano ni.
本番に強いさくらちゃんですわ。それはデジャブでは？デジャブ？ええ、初めて来たところなのに初めてのような気がしなかったり。
初めてのような気がしなかったり。See, 初めて, so first way, key, spirit, mind, feeling. I think she's talking about feeling in this. So in the way of feeling like the first time, shinakata, which is from, let's see, which is, yeah, shinai is not doing, and then shinakata is past, shinakatari, so, yeah, this is the, yeah, negative listing, so, So even though this is the first time, it does not it does not feel like the first time. It does things like not feel like the first time. So in other words, even though this is the first time, it doesn't feel like the first time. So, 初めてのような気がしなかったり. See, the translator says, even though it was my first time, it didn't feel like my first time. So that was an accurate translation.
デブではデジャブ？初めて来たところなのに初めてのような気がしなかったり、人と話していると初めてのような気がしなかったり、人と話していると
人と話していると. So people, what is being said? So even though it was my first time, it didn't feel like my first time. And when I was talking to people, thing is that they're having that tari ending come in the same sentence as hito, because I don't think it's meant to be two separate sentences. Yeah, talking with people. So in this sentence, what does it mean to have a noun like hito directly after a tari ending? The structure is a colloquial omission of the verb suru. The full grammatical structure is tari suru. In casual speech, the final suru or its conjugated form shiteru is often dropped. Therefore, hanashiteiru to is a contraction of hanashi. Let's see. Hanashitari shiteiru to. What? You just contradict yourself. Is there a final suru, or we're just continuing the list of things? So hanashiteiru to. So when I'm talking to people and other things like that, okay, the tari indicates that talking to people is just one example of the list of actions. Our tradition. Oh, I am talking about the tari after shinakatari. The tari is attached to the negative verb shinakata from kiga suru. Okay, when a noun like hito appears immediately after tari, in the full sentence context, kiga shinakatari, hito something something to hanashite iru to, it is not directly modifying tari, okay. Instead, it marks the beginning of a new separate clause in a list. Grammar breakdown. The structure represents list of states or actions using tari, where the final verb, usually suru, is omitted or conjugated into shite, a progressive form. So, hajimete kita tokoro nano ni hajimete no yo na kiga shinakatari, mean even though it's the first time, well, they're literally saying even though it's the first place I've come to, but I think there's probably a translation error. Let's see. I didn't feel like it was the first time. Here, kiga shinakatari lists a specific state, being or feeling. Second item, action. Hito to hanashite iru to, meaning when talking to people. The noun hito starts the second example in a complete grammatical structure. Okay. This would likely be hito to hanashite itari, when I'm talking to people. Okay, well, let's see more about what they say. Konnichiwa, isekai da pepperoni, and genki desu ka, how are you? And konnichiwa, G2D gaming, genki desu ka? Okay, let's see more about this sentence to see if the AI changes its mind on how to interpret it. So, hito to hanashite iru to.
来たところなのに初めてのような気がしなかったり、人と話していると前にも同じ会話をしたことがあるような気がすることですわ。
前にも同じ
前にも同じ会話をしたこと。
that's what it was, 会話, yeah. 前にも同じ会話をしたことがあるような気がすることですわ。So previously, let's see, same conversation. So previously, so the time is previously, so the thing of having done the same conversation previously, or they feel like they're having the same conversations, so the thing about that, ga aru, they're having it, and then yona ki ga suru, so doing the feeling of having the same previous conversations. And then koto, that feeling's a thing. So to be having the feeling that you're having the same previous conversations. So in other words, everyone feels like they're having the same conversations that they previously had. So 前にも同じ 会話をしたことがあるような気がすることですわ。So, so, so, so even though this is my first time experiencing this, it doesn't feel like that. And when I'm talking to someone, it feels like I've had the same conversation before. Kaiwa, yeah, conversation, talk, chatter. Is all this one sentence? Or is there a sentence split after Shinakatari? No, there's not a sentence split after Shinakatari. The phrase Shinakatari hito to hanashite iru is a continuous grammatical structure, whereas Shinakatari connects to the next clause without a period. Specifically, Shinakatari. Okay. This is the verb shinai, to do, which is often used to list reasons or circumstances. Here it implies because I didn't. Okay. Because I didn't feel. Wait. To do. To not do, which often. Shinakatari. It's often used to list reasons and circumstances. Here it implies because I didn't feel like it was the first time. Then hito to hanashite iru to. This is a separate clause meaning when I talked with people, connection. The tidy form can link to subsequent clauses to explain a background, situation, or reason for the main statement, which appears to be cut off at the end of your query. Okay, the comma or pause in speech would naturally occur after the comma or pause in speech would naturally occur after shinakatari and or before hitoto, but is one single sentence. In general, can two clauses be linked together by dropping the sudo at the end of party list and starting the next sentence? No, you cannot simply drop the sudo to link two independent clauses or start a new sentence. The tidy form is grammatically incomplete without the final verbs sudo, des, or da to close the thought. Then, what is going on in this sentence then? In the sentence you provided, tidy form is being used to list multiple symptoms or feelings that characterize a specific state like deja vu or disassociative feelings rather than listing actions performed by a person. Here's the breakdown. The speaker is describing a condition where they experience specific sensations. The tidy form allows them to list these sensations as an example of what happens, implying there might be others or that these happen intermittently. So even though it's the first time, I feel like I've done this before. Symptom 2. Your original text missed the second tidy after the second clause, which is standard grammar but implied. It should logically be kiga. Let's see. No, I think this AI doesn't know what's going on. What? The reason it feels like a split is because that the speaker is listing two distinct complex scenarios. However, grammatically they are tied together as a single definition of the phenomenon described. Corrected full sentence. Okay. So it's saying, Hajimete kita tokoro nano. Okay, nano ni hajimete no yo na ki ga shinakattari, comma, hito to hanashite iru to mae ni mo onaji kaiwa wo shita koto ga aru yo na ki ga shitari suru koto desu wa. It's a phenomenon where, okay, the tidy structure binds. Wait, no, I don't think that's right. So even though this is the first time, it doesn't feel it does things like not feel like the first time. Let's see. I was talking with people and doing conversations they had during the same conversations they've had previously. So they have this feeling or direction that they're doing conversations that they've had previously. I'll ask about that later, but it basically means something like that.
デジャブ？ええ、初めて来たところなのに初めてのような気がしなかったり、人と話していると前にも同じ会話をしたことがあるような気がすることですわ。
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? If not, we're gonna raid, so please stick around for that. Let's see who to raid. Who has raiding enabled? Okay. We're gonna raid Nappy, who's currently drawing some anime manga. As the first raid. See, for the second raid, we're gonna raid Carstar X, whose native language is Japanese and is learning English. And for the third raid, we are going to raid Mary Jane, who's currently playing Sea of Thieves. So, minasan okiyotsukete mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.